All I want is a tall bearded man that will take me out to eat, grab my thighs in the car, and slap my butt when I get out. Is that too much to ask? Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way.
Yo, what is going on, guys? I hope you are all doing well. So welcome back to another episode of women who are 35 plus years of age hitting the wall, basically struggling with dating, can't seem to find their prince charming, and let me tell you guys, it is absolutely hilarious. Before we jump in, guys, as always, remember to subscribe to Manosphere, the creator of this video. Shout out to him, guys. And without further ado, let's just jump in. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments.
Just an update from your 35-year-old best friend in Brooklyn. I actually agree with Max's comment here. Women do hit the wall around 30. Yeah, we've actually been dating so much and we've done so much work on ourselves that we've hit the wall of dating immature, emotionally unavailable, patriarchal, and misogynistic, closed-minded men. Yeah, we're really looking forward to emotionally available partners who can support us and we can support them. So yeah, I'm so glad that, word is spreading. I hope this is the beginning of a revolution.
What more can I say?
Of course, the first thing she's going to say is patriarchy and misogynist. These are the top two words used by feminists when they hit the wall. No man on earth can make me fall. And if you are one of the men that think that patriarchy and misogyny has nothing to do with the fact that these kinds of women can't find a man, then give me a sub.
You know, guys, the other thing I'll say about this video as well is that this woman right here, notice how it's all about building together. It's about connecting with other people, growing together. It's about finding an emotionally available man only after they hit the age of 30. So they'll spend their entire 20s, guys, their youth, dating guys who treat them like crap, dating men who don't want to commit to them, dating men who are not quote-unquote emotionally available to them. But now that they realize their value, guys, they're ready for a real man to step up, to enter their lives, and to provide for them. And a lot of these guys are saying, look, no thank you, I'm not interested in dating a girl who's 30 plus years of age, maybe she's got some kids, she's got an incredible amount of attitude. Just because you think that you are deserving of more doesn't mean that you actually are. Let's keep going.
Master Dates by the Divorcee, part 2. So I go to the bathroom. I'm thinking to myself as I'm in there, oh, this is going really well. He's all green flags. I'm thinking we're probably going to leave. Maybe I'll make out with him by the car or something. Kind of hot and sexy, right? I come back to the table, all feeling all energetic, and he's not there. So I'm like, that's weird. Where'd he go? So I wait there for a couple minutes, but I'm just not that patient. So I text him, hey, did you leave? He immediately texts me back, do you want to sleep together? Via text. And I'm like, that's weird. Definitely not now, dude. So I reply, I'd rather take things more slowly. And then he says, all the best. I'm thinking to myself, I'm so confused. You spent 3 hours with me, spent like a ton of money on dinner, and then you have the window of opportunity to make your move at the end of the date, and then you just disappear and text me? Like, what the hell?
Ma'am, I'm sure if he spent that kind of money and left, he decided that you are not worth more of his time. I'm sure you had a brilliant personality and you didn't talk 90% of the date. So he asked you what he really wanted, you said no, and you went home and made a TikTok about it. It's simple.
Do you guys find it interesting as well? How, like, if men do this crap, then it's like the worst thing possibly imaginable. She's flabbergasted. She's never had it happen to her before. But I guarantee you guys, the majority of men who have been watching this video right now, you've probably been ghosted, flaked on, girls have just outright left or treated you like crap, and nobody cares about that. You know, nobody cares about the men who go through these particular situations, but Lord forbid it happens to a woman once. And again, guys, this is a woman who looks to be over the age of 40, okay? And now she's sitting here complaining like, oh, why do men just get up and leave? This is the hilarious part about hitting the wall, guys, because the problem is your personality, your lack of personality, excuse me, is not carried by how you look anymore. In other words, your looks don't disguise how annoying of a person you might be. And this is what happens. They get butthurt, they get angry about these sorts of things. Why are men leaving me? But men are oftentimes not, your personality is quite often pretty terrible, and guys just don't want to deal with it. Let's keep going.
My lover dumped me today, the last day of the year 2022. The other dedication to them. We met on Tinder, and they knew how to jumpstart vehicles, and my rebound before them could not jumpstart a vehicle. Sometimes we would go on dates, and I would want my lover to be jealous that maybe there were other people interested in me. So I had my puppies give hickeys on my neck, and my lover never pretended to notice them.
Yeah, probably because he didn't give a crap about you, or he knew that you were just playing stupid games with him.
But today I found out they noticed the entire time. They
Oh,
also
really?
didn't think that I was very funny. And I deserved to be dumped on New Year's. I'm always ready to take in the karma that is owed to me. So I am heartbroken. However, I'm thankful for my lover for giving me this happy year of karma. And now my karma is complete.
Thank you. Come again.
Besties, if
Oh,
you've
no.
ever felt like you're an idiot and you make bad choices in dating, just know that last night a man who ghosted me 2 years ago hit me up and asked if he could take me out on a date to make up for what he had done in the past. And I said, yes, why not? I have nothing else to do tonight, and I want to hear what you have to say. And so he looked me in the eye during the date and said, I'm a different person now, and I'm so sorry I ever did that to you. I want to make it up to you and prove that I'm a different person and treat you right the way that you deserve. And I thought, sure, if you say so. Let's see how this goes. And how it went is that he hopped on a Lime scooter and drove away and just scooted away from me forever. And he blocked my number, so when I called him to see if he was coming back, it went straight to voicemail. He left me in a downtown area at night, in an area that I'm not familiar with at all, to fend for myself. And I let that happen.
Cry me a river, baby, cry me a river.
If you make bad decisions, you get bad outcomes. As he said, he treated you just like you deserve.
I'm a PhD.
And guys, make no mistake, by the way, she didn't have to go back and see this man again, by the way. Like, if it was so terrible and it was so awful the way that you were originally treated, why would you... And notice how she mentions, at least it seems to me, like she got a 24-hour notice. Like, she was notified on that day, and she made time to go and see him that night, or at least that's what I heard. So she rocks up to a date at nighttime with a dude who, you know, ghosted her 2 years ago, and she expected, what, things to go well? Guys, I don't, at this point, guys, I have no sympathy for women who come out here and say, man, this guy treated me terribly, but then they just continue to go back to the same guy over and over again. And this is what will happen. You'll have women complain to you, and they'll say, oh, these men treated me terribly in the past, and, you know, my relationships have all been terrible. And you ask them, okay, how long did you stay with the guy? 2 years. How many times did you see the man? Many times. How many chances did you give him? Many chances. So I'm missing the part where, you know, we're supposed to actually give a crap and, you know, and look at this situation with some empathy.
So I made something, and I have been encouraged to share this with the world. So
Oh, no.
I'm going to share this.
Oh, boy.
I am 42 and I am still single. However, I would love to meet someone and get married and have a baby still.
I'm just gonna let the video keep going.
However, it has proven very difficult to find somebody that's
crazy.
serious and meets my standards. And in an effort to help me weed out the wrong people early on, I decided to start using my marketing skills. So I am a marketing manager professionally, and I decided to make a marketing plan to find a man. Hear me out. So, what I did was I took a combination of just traditional marketing methods and combined it with account-based marketing, which is something else that I do.
Wish you had a translator to understand what she means? Well, you're in luck. Introducing the Manslater, a revolutionary device that translates woman language into simple man words. Finally, the power to know what she means.
So with account-based marketing, you have an ideal customer profile. Well, I made my ideal boyfriend profile.
Oh, no.
And I have all the points that go with each of the criteria that I look for in my IBP. And I have it listed as required and nice to have. And then beneath that, I even have a spot for deductions. So once we meet in person, things that can knock your points down really quick. And then going back to more traditional marketing methods, I'm putting them through various stages, such as like a prospect, a lead, nurture, BQL scoring. So it's a boyfriend qualified lead. And now they're being scored. So we got the BQL scoring. Then we have BQL, meaning they're a boyfriend qualified lead. We have an opportunity. We have closed won and closed lost. So I am gonna just share this spreadsheet really quick, just to show you guys kind of what this looks like, because everyone is telling me that I have to share this with the world. So here.
Oh my. Okay, I'm going to pause it here and we're going to have a little bit of a read through here. So she's got ideal boyfriend profile, and then I'm going to assume the X's mean that it's required. Okay, so these are things that this woman requires you to have in a man, okay? So you have to, and this is again coming from a 42-year-old woman, this is crazy. You have to want to get married to her. You have to want a kid. Can she even have a kid at 42? That sounds incredibly dangerous, if it's even at all possible. You have to be single more than 6 months. Physical touch, okay. You have to like, oh, I'm assuming it means you have to like physical touch. You have to like quality time. You have to give her, I'm assuming, words of affirmation. You have to want a relationship. You have to be science-minded. You have to be non-religious or not overly religious. Good communication skills, healthy boundaries, emotionally available, emotionally stable, physically active, no female best friend, values communication, taller than her, isn't shallow. This is just, it's getting more ironic as we go on. Isn't materialistic, affectionate, communicates often, minimum 1 time per day, believes in equal and civil rights, moderate/left-leaning or non-political, more male friends than female, 1 ex-wife maximum, non-smoker, okay, non-drinker, has a career, likes animals, lives within 90 miles, good listener, open and doesn't hid things, she meant to write hide things, controls reactions, takes personal responsibility, isn't overly political, and never married is the next one here, which is nice to have. So that was the list of things that are required, and let's continue with the video.
Here's my spreadsheet, my ideal boyfriend profile, with all the requirements, how many points, the required,
wow,
and the nice to have.
Nobody cares. No one.
So she made.
Hang on, I'm gonna pull this back up so we can have a look at what's nice to have here. Hang on. So we've got more. Nice to have is never married, no kids, hikes, camps, mindful, present moment awareness, secure attachment style, low maintenance, humble, modest lifestyle, not addicted to social media, plays video and board games, 32 to 47, I'm assuming this is the age range, has career goals, lives alone, kayaks, rocks climbs, geeky nerdy, likes fantasy and adventure show, meditates, dances, and has a car. And then the list continues to go on, and then there's like deductions down here. Holy man.
Nobody cares. No one.
So she made an actual spreadsheet with all the things a man should have for her to accept him. And she's 42 and she wants a kid. I swear the delusion level on this woman is off the charts. How can you be 42 and be so delusional to think that you can still have a baby without complications? Just watch this video to see what it takes.
I really want to think. I'm gonna pause it here as well, guys. One more thing to say is, can you guys imagine Okay, this is a girl who is 42 years of age. Can you guys imagine? This is like the equivalent of a dude basically coming out and saying, you know what, I'm broke, I'm overweight, I have no friends, my hygiene is poor, I've got a couple of kids in tow, but guess what? Here are the things that I require from a woman. Not once did we mention what this woman brings to the table, by the way. Can you guys imagine a dude comes out here? Hell, he doesn't even need to be broke or have, like, whatever. Imagine if a man came out with a list like this. You know, oh, she has to have this, she has to... Men have very small amounts of requirements. Personally, I think men should up their requirements and their standards for women. But if you ask the majority of men what they look for in a woman, she has to be kind, she has to not treat him like trash, and she has to be pretty decent looking. Bonuses are things like she can cook. Like, there is not a very long list. Men just want to be respected, and they want to be attracted to you. But this woman has like a literally a full-on spreadsheet. That is insanity, bro. Absolute insanity.
I've waited for my husband for so many years, and I'm just getting mad, and I'm about to turn 40. There's a lot of stress on me right now.
Ah, yes, the guitar strings, yes.
I usually tell you girls that God really has someone out there for you. I promise. Sometimes it's so hard. It's so difficult. I don't know when it's going to happen, and it feels lonely, and you get hurt. There's someone so good for you out there. All the heartbreak, everything. Like, it is so worth it. Please don't settle. Like, there are such good men out there. I just feel like super overwhelmed right now with God's presence, and I just feel so blessed, and I feel so proud of myself for not settling in the times that I felt weak and the times I wanted to settle. Like, I just kept following him, and he just kept telling me no. And every time I thought I knew, it was heartbreak after heartbreak. It is so exhausting. People always told me that my standards were too high. They're not. I just want to encourage you today. And just now I'm like thinking about all of you, and I'm praying for all of you. And please.
I'm going to pause it here because I'm starting to have an aneurysm. But when girls say crap like this, they're like, man, you know, my standards aren't too high. Just hold out. There'll be a dude for you. Never settle. What they really mean is that their standards are incredibly low for the men that they're attracted to. If you were to sit down with this woman and, you know, go through her past relationships and have a discussion with her, she'll probably tell you how awful all of her ex-boyfriends treated her, excuse me, or how all of the men that she's previously seen are terrible because they didn't do XYZ, they weren't emotionally available, okay, they weren't interested in commitment, they cheated on her, all of these sorts of things, okay? She's probably going to sit there and tell you all of these things, but guess what? You chose those men. You chose these men. You continue to go back to these men. I don't know how old this woman is because she's got makeup and probably a filter on, so, you know, you're never going to get an accurate guess. But this woman has been doing this for a long period of time. And throughout that time, there have been men there who have been willing to give her a relationship, not cheat on her, not treat her terribly, but she didn't want those men because she is not attracted to those men. When girls sit here and they cry and they say, man, you know, increase your standards. Their standards are at the damn floor for men that they're attracted to. You see what I'm saying? The guy who's nice, the guy who cares for her, the guy who, you know, is going to sit there and provide for her, the standards are, you know, all the way up there because these are the things that she requires. But she doesn't require all of those things for the men that she's actually interested in romantically.
Please just don't settle. The times that you feel weak, like, go to God and talk to him. Just talk to him. He's going to come through for you. And your time's going to come. And I knew it. I love you guys.
Yes, ma'am, never settle, never ever. It's way better to cry on TikTok than to have a man. TikTok keeps you warm at night and loves you and feeds you. Yeah guys, this one was tough. A lot of delusional women in this video, so if you made it till the end, I hope you gave me a sub.
Yeah, make sure you go and give him a subscription as well, guys. I'm going to leave his channel linked in the pinned comment. But absolute insanity here today, guys. As always, gentlemen, remember to leave your thoughts and your comments. If there's any like particular clips that you want to respond to, feel free to do so below. If you want to share your own experiences, feel free to do so. And as always, guys, make sure that you take care of yourselves. And I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Peace.